Habaragani,
Kuumba,
which means good morning, everybody. Welcome. Happy Kwamza and happy holidays. I'm Reverend Edith Washington Woods. I'm so grateful and thankful to be the senior minister here at Unity of Gaithersburg. And I want to welcome all of you who are here for our wonderful celebration today, and all of you out there in Love Streaming Land. Hello, how you doing? Yes, it's the last day of the year. I get it, right? And if anybody has noticed the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. I got it. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? Yes. All right. And today's my mom's birthday, so it's like one of those kind of days. It's all good. Yeah. Happy birthday, Mom, wherever you are, in Gary, Indiana. So again, I just want to welcome everyone here today, and anybody out there who is new or, well, first let's say new. Anybody new, brand new, never been here before? Yes, our soloist, Rhonda. Hello there. So glad you're here. Anybody haven't been with us for a while? Oh, we got another hand? Oh, hi. Hello. The second time. Okay, so you're newer. And anybody that hasn't been with us in a while? Hey, Jamel. Jamel's here. Tavion's dad. Yes. All right, let us open with prayer. And just take a moment to be still, bringing our attention to this space, bringing our attention to the sounds that we hear and the sounds that we don't hear. And in this moment, and hearing the beautiful music is bringing us more into this space. And from this space, this is where we pray from. Spirit, God, infinite good. We're so grateful for this opportunity for us to be with each other, surrounding each other with love and light, knowing that yes, today is the last day of 2023, and yet is the first day. It is the first moment right now. The most important moment is now. May each of us gain a little sense of creativity as we are embarking on this special service of Kwamza today. May we remember to breathe when we need to breathe and to not when we not. But yes, we breathe. And with this, we're so grateful for the opportunity to breathe and to be with each other, to celebrate love, light, creativity in this moment and every moment to be. And so it is. And so we simply allow it. Amen. And today we have our diversity core value that is on your screen. And I'm going to invite you to say it with me. Let's say it together, please. We embrace and model diversity, inclusivity, and equity with a commitment to practicing anti-racism, promoting social justice, and acknowledging and affirming the humanity and dignity of all individuals. What does that mean? What it means is If those of you who are here, take a look around the sanctuary. And those who are from home, take a look around wherever you are. And notice, right? People, inanimate objects, four-legged, two-legged, no-legged. And just look at the diversity here, whatever space we're in. This is who we are as Unity of Gaithersburg. We are a diverse community of many cultures, races, no cultures, people from various spiritual communities are members here. And so we are celebrating that diversity today by you being here and also with our Kwamza service. So just notice it and continue to notice it, because guess what? We're all in this big, diverse melting pot bubble with each other. All right? Y'all got that? Thank you. And so it is.
Oh. So this morning, welcome to our Kwamza service. And of course, before we begin anything that is ancestral or anything that is really from our deep-rooted places where we come from the earth, we have to call in those ancestors. So I'm looking for maybe the oldest person in the room. David? Okay. David, may we proceed? Thank you. David has given us permission to proceed. Oh, let's be silent. Let's center ourselves. Let us just go to that still, small space. Oh, great ancestors. Those that come from the north, those which bring us winter, they bring us the cold, they bring us water, they bring us sustenance. Oh, great ancestors of the north, hail and welcome. Ancestors of the east, those which brings us a new day, a new dawning, a new time to come, a new day to just begin again, to be able to say to the world, what's in store for me today? Oh, great ancestors of the East, hail and welcome. Ancestors of the South, that which brings us fire, water, power, that which brings us passion and fire, that which brings us part of who the essence of who we are. Hail and welcome. Oh, ancestors of the West, that which brings us the end of a new day, when we have opportunity to reflect, opportunity to just say, before we sleep. Know that we welcome you here this morning. We welcome you for giving us the opportunity for reflection and for the ability to say, I did good today. And even if I feel like I didn't, I can still say, I can try again and start anew. Oh, great ancestors of the West, hail and welcome. And with that, I pour this libation. Earth, wind, fire, water, that which we all need in order to live and to breathe in community with each other. Hail and welcome. Ashe.
know this one? Just sing along.
Okay, so now we have our transformational opportunities, and I'm up first. I want to honor and appreciate, give holiday blessings to our staff, and some of them are here, and some of them will get them next week. And so first we have a gift for John Paul, JP. You can get it. You can just get it after. You get it after. And then John Robbins over there. Hello. Got a kiss holiday gift for you. Michael, our not office. He's facilities manager, and he's on camera in the back. Have a gift for you. Akosawa, we have a gift for you. And Keith, our office manager. And AV director, we have gifts. I remembered today. And that is the part of my transformational opportunity. Okay, take it away, Carol.
Good morning. I'm Carol Plummer, and I'm delighted to bring our transformational opportunities. First of all is our giving tree. So you have an envelope, so you take an envelope from the tree, and then you take and put a check into it. So I'll show you. Put a check into it. You read the amount on the outside, and it goes, there's a variety of things that you can do, from general fund to office supplies to like all of the different things, grass cutting, all the possibilities, even the renovation, so the rejuvenation fund. And then you put the thing in the box. So, and it's a way to give back to the community and help the community to continue to run so that you can come here and have services and be part of the community. Hi. Well, you don't even need to go home. You can turn to the back of the envelope, and on the back of the envelope are directions of how to do it online or even via text. So, and in fact,
somebody has a computer right here for you to do it, right?
here. In fact, I think last week, Beth, didn't you do it on your phone? Yeah, she did it on her phone right here in the sanctuary.
And I'm happy to train anybody on how to use that QR code. It goes right into the Shall Be Giving platform, and it's easy. So happy to help them.
So there, a satisfied customer. Okay, so next is our Burning Bowl service. It's going to be this evening with a potluck at 5 and service at 6 here in the sanctuary. And I believe the potluck is going to be in the education building. It's going to be in the foyer? Oh, okay. So potluck in the foyer and service here at 6. Okay. Now, our spiritual cafe. This is a new thing that the music team is hosting. And the first one is going to be Friday, January 5th at 7 p.m. So come and check it out. It's going to be featuring local musicians. So come and have fun and support the music team. Then next is on Saturday. We have a lot of stuff going on. Saturday, January 6th at 1 p.m. you can do a vision board. How many people have vision boards? They are amazing. You create a picture of what you want your life to be. And so it is really a fun process. You come and you cut out pictures of what you want, and then you paste them up. And so at 1 o'clock in the education building, Akuswa is going to lead that. And you can do one for yourself as well as help to create one for the church. Okay. Now, education in January. Jane McCarthy, who's one of our licensed Unity teachers, always does a Bible scripture class in January. And this January, she's going to do overview of the Hebrew scriptures. And if you've never taken a Bible class with her, you're in for a treat. So I heartily suggest that you look at that and check it out. It starts at Saturday, and it's on Zoom, so you don't even have to come into into here. All right, and last, our foundation is prayer. So our prayer chaplain today is Shirley, and she's available for confidential prayer after the service. You can, she'll be back by those, back in that corner. And there is other ways that you can have prayer. If you want to get somebody on the prayer list, there's a box in the back that you can put their name. There's some papers back there. You can write their name. You can write what you want prayed for, or you can put your own name in and put it into the box. And they will get prayed by our dedicated prayer team. Okay. So now our daily word is going to be done by one of our students today, by our youth. In fact, we're going to have two. We're going to have one in English, and then we're going to have one in Spanish.
Good morning. This is the daily word for Sunday, December 31st, 2023. The words for today are let go and let God. The affirmation is, with a grateful heart, I bid the year farewell. Now the reading states, as the year draws to a close, I reflect upon the joyful times as well as the lower points of the past several months. In a prayerful moment of contemplation, I feel gratitude as I accept all of it. I may have laughed and cried, celebrated and grieved, but I made it. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, I have met the year's events with faith and have grown resilient. Now it is time for me to let it all go as I prepare to begin again. I take the lessons of the past 12 months, their joys and sorrows, and prepare myself for the new year. I let go and let God as I spiritually surrender my hopes and dreams and even my fears. I am divinely guided and infinitely blessed. I step boldly and bravely into a year that is mine to live to the fullest. And now from the book of Psalm, chapter 4, verse 5, offer the right sacrifices and put your trust in the Lord. Now I invite you to reflect on the words for today, let go, let God.
Hoy es domingo, diciembre 21, 2023. La palabra diaria, dejar ir. Con un corazón agradecido, despido el año. Al acercarse el final del año, reflexiono sobre los momentos de felicidad y tristeza vividos. A través de la oración y la contemplación, doy gracias por todo. He reído y llorado, celebrado y enfrentado desafíos, pero los he superado. Cada día, semana y mes, enfrento los acontecimientos con fe y crecí en la resiliencia. Ahora es momento de dejar ir todo mientras me preparo para un nuevo comienzo. Llevo conmigo las lecciones aprendidas, tanto las alegres como las tristes, y me dispongo a recibir el año nuevo. Dejo ir y dejo a Dios a actuar, a entregarme mis esperanzas, sueños y temores. Confío en la guía divina y en las infinitas bendiciones que me esperan. Con valentía y determinación me adentro en un nuevo año para vivir plenamente. Ofrezcan al Señor sacrificios de justicia y pongan su confianza en Él. Salmo capítulo 4, verso 5.
And now is our meditative portion of this service. I invite you to take a moment to gently close your eyes, as I have. And to take the words from today's daily word, let go and let God. And as we let go, I invite you to take a gentle breath in, symbolically letting it out. And let in the divine, God, infinite presence. And to be here now. being here in this moment, taking it all in, and imagining for a moment the word Kuumba, which means creativity in Swahili. Creating, celebrating this moment. And in this space that we're creating, I invite you to think about someone you love and appreciate, whether it's two-legged, four legs, or not. And just consider the love you have for it. Or perhaps even the love that we poured into the stuffed animals that we gave to the pediatric hospital. But just thinking about something loving that exudes love from you, for it is within you. And allowing that to gently resonate in your whole being. For we are creating, and we are celebrating creating. And as we go even deeper and take a little time for the space between the words, may we continue to feel the love we just recalled. In the silence, we join our hearts and minds together and go deeper and deeper in the silence. I am. I am. I am creating love. I am creating love right here, right now. May these words be yours. I am creating love right here, right now. Just allow yourself to feel the presence of love in this space. And if there is anyone who you know may seek a little more love, I invite you to speak those names out loud now. My mother Arla, my brother Leonard, my brother Darren, my dad Leonard Sr., and all the people in all the world, the animals, the fish in the deep blue sea and oceans, the world. For we are sending that love that resonates within us out to fill up the space in this room and the space in the world and beyond. And as we gently bring ourselves back to this space and time, may we know that love is real, for we get to create it moment by moment. And in this moment, we are love. And so it is. And so we allow it to be. Amen.
Light the kinara for Kwamza. Light the kinara for Kwamza. Kwamza, first harvest, a guide for daily living and family friends. Join the celebration, a Kararua feast. Light the kinara for Kwamza, for Kwamza. Light the kinara for Kwamza, for Kwamza. Kwamza, first harvest. So light 7 candles, Meshuma Hasaba. Kwamza, first harvest. The principles of living in Guza Saba. Light the kinara for Kwamza, for Kwamza. Light the kinara for Kwamza, for Kwamza. Kwamza, first harvest. We gather the maza, it's what we speak and so. First harvest. Come listen to the stories and songs of long ago. Kwamza, 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 Kwamza.
Thank you so much. So why Kwanzaa? What is up with that? Yes? Well, Kwanzaa was spelled with one A. We have 2 A's now, but it was 1 A in Swahili, and it was a word that meant firsts. Firsts. And it was derived from a word known as Matunda ya Kwanzaa. And it referred to the first fruits and festivals which happened throughout Africa in the early days of Nubia and Kemet in Egypt. And there was a lot of research done about festivals. Now, those of us who know about other spiritual communities, there is, like in the Jewish community, for instance, there is the festival of the first harvest. And so here we have this festival, which represents all of what you see here, and Akoswa will be explaining that in a moment. But the A was added at the end of Kwanzaa to celebrate the symbolism of 7. Like 7 days, 7 candles. You see 7 candles here. The 7 principles, and the 7 times we say Harambe, which is a call for unity we'll be doing at the end. And so that extra A was added to symbolize 7. And so this started in the United States in 1966, and many African-American communities across the country do some kinds of Kwanzaa celebrations annually between December 26th and January 1st. We're right there. Tomorrow's the last day. Today is the first day. And so with that, Akoso is going to come up and explain some of the symbols.
Habaragani.
Kuumba.
Habaragani,
Kuumba.
which means,
Creativity.
yes, Habaragani actually means what is the new. So what happens is every morning during the week of Kwanzaa, someone will greet you with Habaragani and you answer with whatever the principle is for that particular day. It happens to be Kuumba today. Last year it was Imani. So it moves around depending upon where it falls. As she said, it's December 26th through January 1st. So I'm going to tell you what's on the altar, for instance. There's a straw mat, which you can't see very well, but it's called a makike. There's corn, mahindi, which is placed, and you use the corn to symbolize the amount of children in the families. So since we're all a family here, there's lots of different sorts of corn and kernels in there to represent who we are. Mazao, which is the fruits and vegetables, which you can see because Kwanzaa also stands for first harvest. So there's also some nuts in there, which we've used to make instruments. Zawadi, handmade gifts. So there's a lot of stuff up here and handmade, but this, for instance, is a handmade doll. So we do zawadi to represent handmade gifts. There's also a couple of drums that are also handmade that are on here. The kanara, the candle holder, which is here. Kikombe cha umoja, the unity cup that I poured the libation from, also made by young people in YFM. The Mashu Saba, which are the 7 candles. Nguzo Saba stands for the 7 principles. Mashuma Saba stands for 7 candles. And they are red, black, and green. And we'll talk a little bit about that when people come up to talk about what Kwanzaa is and what it sings. Brandon? Jonathan?
Umoja, unity, to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, and nation.
Umoja, unity. Unity is accomplished through love. Begin today to be a little more patient. Practice kindness. Teach us to pray. Charles and Corey Fillmore.
We light the first candle of Kwanzaa, the black candle, to begin. Thank you. Mia, you're going to light this red one. Not yet. John, can you have a seat, please?
Kuchichakulia, self-determination, to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves.
Kuji Chakulia, self-determination. Keep your own light lifted up by living the victorious light of spirit. This is from Lessons in Truth by H. Emily Cady.
We light the red candle, the second candle for Kwanzaa. It's having a little bit of technical difficulty. We tried them before. Okay, we'll just put it here.
Ujima, collective work and responsibility, to build and maintain our community together and make our people's problems our problems, and to solve issues together.
Ujima, collective work and responsibility. If 2 or more people come together in a spirit of cooperation and understanding, imagine the energy they create. From The Quest, Richard and Mary Alice Jaffa.
We light the third candle of Kwamza.
Ujamaa, cooperative economics, to build and maintain our businesses and to profit together.
Ujamaa, cooperative economics. Giving with the right attitude leads to prosperity. Divine resource never fails. From The Revealing Word by Charles Fillmore.
We light the fourth candle of Kwamza. Go ahead. No, red, 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 red. Technical difficulty again.
Nia, purpose, to make our own collective and the building and development of our community.
Nia. There you go. Nia, purpose. Keep on until you catch on. Study and work and pray. Practice, practice, practice. From In the Flow of Life, Eric Butterworth.
We light the next candle of Kwamza.
Kuumba, creativity, to always do as much as we can to leave our community more beautiful and prosperous.
Kuumba, Kuumba, creativity to create is the form, something where before there was nothing. How I use truth. H. Emily, Katie.
We light the sixth candle of Kwamza.
Imani, faith, to believe in ourselves, parents, teacher, and leaders.
Imani, faith. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, and the conviction of things not seen. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1.
We light the seventh and the final candle for Kwamza. So what does it mean? What does it mean? Think about that. You have 7 candles, 7 principles. You know, there has to be something about the red candles, because our red ones were brand new and they didn't light either at home. So with that being said, what does it mean? Think about these. Thank you, Mia. Think about what these mean. They mean all kinds of things. Collective work and responsibility, faith, creativity. Where's my cheat sheet? Self-determination. They also mean things like, what does it mean? Think about our 5 basic unity principles. They're fully in alignment with that. It means I pray, I think, I hope, I take action. What does it mean for our world, our collective world community, as we walk through the world and discover who, what, when, where, and why? Kwamza, it's not a religious ceremony, it really is cultural, but really it's spiritual. So think about that, Reverend Edith. That's the charge that I leave with you. think about, what does it mean?
What does it mean? We're here today to look at the word Kuumba, which is today's Kwamza principle, as you've heard, and it is about creativity. But I want to break it down to you a little bit. So when we're willing to create, it means we're opening up our mind to imagination, right? We're opening up to possibilities, yes? So here we are. We got 2 feet in 2023. Right? We do, right? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Who would have thought? Or some people would say, who would have thunk? But here we are in this moment. There won't be that moment again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it's been kind of spreading all over the place. I saw it online. Somebody just put that. That's all they put on their post. You could go home and, well, you could do it now if you want to play with your phone. Yeah, just put that there, and somebody might say, what is that? It's just 12:31, right? 23, without putting the 20 in there. But this is what the power to create is all about. And we have that spiritual principle that kind of connects with it, imagination, which we typically celebrate in June. But I want you to consider what it's like to have the ability to create. And so the Bible verse, I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit. It comes from John chapter 2, verses 1 through 10. And this is what's happening. Jesus goes to a wedding. Weddings have wine, for those who do that. There wasn't any wine. All they had was a bunch of jugs of water. So the mother goes to Jesus and says, hey, look, I have these jugs of water. What are you going to do with it? He said, who, me? She said, yes, you. He said, who, me? She said, yes, you. So he looked at those bottles. He said, it's all good. And lo and behold, she looks in there again, and all of those bottles are now wine. That is creativity in a nutshell. Yeah? It's kind of like we've been going to what is it? That farm. What's the name of the farm that has the really good apple pies? Heiser Farm. And we got a big jug of apple cider. Yeah? And we didn't know that you should drink it within 7 days. So on about the 9th day, those jugs, they fermented like Jesus did with the wine in an instant. And I drunk some, and I was like, that doesn't taste good. Oh, I should throw that away. And so we go and get some more, because that's what we do. And I say, is there a time limit on that? She said 7 days. So this jug, it was the 7th day, which was, I think, Friday, last week. And I look in the refrigerator, and it started swelling. This plastic jug that could have been a milk bottle. And I went, oh, I get it now. Because in some other part of my lifetime, we might have called it something called hooch. And so if you don't know what it is, I'll tell you how we created wine. So I poured it down the sink. It was not much left because Tavion and my son, they were drinking it. And I'm glad I got it before they drank liquor. And so when we're talking about creativity, my friends, we're talking about how can we do that when we have these 2 feet here in 2023 and a toenail, well, not even that yet, in 2024. Yeah? And the hardest thing to do in the new year was when many of us were writing checks, and you have to try to remember to write the new year, but most people don't write checks anymore. And now that Akoso and I are becoming consistent givers, I won't have to do that either. And so what do I do with the checks then? Because I only write them to the church. Well, anyway, maybe I'll find a creative way. I'll put it on my vision board. Yes. And I'll put some zeros. See how I just created? And so we're called to look at creativity in our lives as a possibility. How to look at creativity in our lives as a possibility. And we step into it, not just in an individual way, but what this principle says, that we also look at it in a community way, right? So like at 5 o'clock this afternoon, for you all coming for some food, we're going to have some of the fruits that we talked about. Grandma Edith made some black-eyed peas for y'all last night. We got some collard greens coming and some okra, mixed in some stuff for people who don't like okra. And maybe some cornbread. Oh, yams. So see, if you don't bring food, there'll be food here. And so I'm just encouraging all of us to think about as we are fully in 2023, as it winds down and then becomes this new thing, that we get to create with it. What are we creating? And so our affirmation can assist us with where we want to go from here. And I'll say it once and then invite you to say it with me. Here we go. I am willing to create new possibilities moment by moment, day by day. Together? I am willing to create new possibilities moment by moment, day by day. Again, I am willing to create new possibilities moment by moment, day by day. So let's just take that in for a moment. Bring yourself back to whatever space that you were in when I had you consider love. Like the love of somebody, the love of a four-legged something, a love of a two-legged something. Whatever love, energy, the stuffed animals, whatever it is, and bring it here now. Right here in your heart. And I invite you to place your hand on your heart for a sec. And then the other hand, put that on top of that hand. And imagine for a moment as we create that the hand that's closest to your heart is the person that's sitting next to you. And that the hand on top of there is the person on the other side of you. And that we are holding each other tight as if we're walking each other home. And I invite you to take a breath into that, breathing in and breathing out through that space to your heart. And with your hands right there, I invite you to open your eyes and let's say this affirmation one more time together. I am willing to create new possibilities moment by moment, day by day. And so it is, for it's up to us. Amen and namaste.
Bargani. Kuumba. Really? Y'all forgot that fast? Habagani. Yes. Years ago, back in the 70s, I attended a church and was one of the first churches in this area to practice Kwamza. And the minister one Sunday got up and he sang a song. I mean, he just created it right then and there. And so when I was asked about doing a Kwamza song, I had to adapt it to 2023 with the help of our young people. So together, we kind of tweaked it to make it fit for our experience and for 2023. And Rhonda is here to help me get through it. And we have practiced, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm ready when you're ready. Okay. Kwanzaa is a celebration. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa is cultural. 7 principles, 7 candles, 7 days of giving thanks. Kwanzaa is a celebration. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa is a cultural. 7 principles, 7 candles, 7 days of giving thanks. Moja, kujichagulia ujima, ujamaa, nia, Kuumba, imani. That's how we practice these principles. 7 candles, 7 days for giving thanks. Everybody, 7 principles, 7 candles, 7 days of giving thanks. 7 principles, 7 candles, 7 days of giving thanks. Good job, thank you. Oh, I'm still up. Put on my glasses. At this point in the service, let us pause and accept your gifts and generosity to this ministry that celebrates the teachings of our way shower, Jesus the Christ. Drop your offering in the box in the back of the sanctuary using the envelopes on the back of the chair, or our website, which you can see on the screen, www.unityofgaithersburg.org, or text GIVE, which is also on the screen, at 301-918-5625. I invite you to prepare your gift to this ministry as many conduits of the Christ message to us in our lives every day. Placing your hand over your heart, holding it over your heart, connecting to the Christ presence within us. Please say our offering blessing and affirm it together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am so grateful. Yes.
It's okay. So now we've had our gathering. We'll be leaving shortly, and we're going to release the ancestors because they came and they joined us, and now we're going to let them go. So I'll begin. Ancestors of the West, that which gave us the end of a day. When we take the opportunity to just reflect on who, reflect on what happened with us and what happened with each other. We take this reflection and we end the day as we go into sleep. Some might be going to jobs or whatever, but as the sun goes down, we know that we will reflect on what happened on this day. And so we say, hail and farewell. Ancestors of the South, that which brought us fire, that which brought us power and passion, that which brought us heat and warmth. And so we create those people that we want to be, great humans, kind humans, gentle humans. As we circle the world and we say, great ancestors of the South, hail and farewell. Oh, great ancestors of the East, that which brings us a new day, a new dawn, new opportunities, a new welcome of just saying, I'm here, I'm grateful, and I am blessed. Oh, great ancestors of the East, that which says, hail and farewell. Ancestors of the North, those which give us water, those which bring us the snow, the ice, all of what we know to be and that we need for sustenance, because we know that without water, we cannot survive. We cannot be. We cannot just know that each moment on this earth, we need water. And we remember to take care of water and that we use it for those things to give us growth and not for anything else. So with that, great ancestors of the North, hail and farewell. Earth, wind, power, water, fire. Who, what? We've had a gracious, gracious time this morning, and we know that each of us is a blessing and each of us is blessed. Thank you for joining us. We have a little bit more to go, and we will be letting you go. So with that, great ancestors, thank you for joining us this morning. Hail and farewell. I think we're going to, okay. Umoja, kuchichakalia, ujima, ujama, ndia, Kuumba, imani, 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 oh umoja, oh kuchichakalia, ujima, ujama, nia, Kuumba, imani, 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 umoja, kuchichakalia, ujima,
Ujima. Kuumba. Imani. 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 Thank you. So,
now we began our time of closing. You're going to do the, do you remember? Okay. We need the mic. It's right there. Turn around. There it is. Here.
Kwamza Yinu Iwi Nahere. What that means is,
May your Kwanzaa be happy. And now stand for our closing prayer for protection and peace song. My friends, go out and create something moment by moment on this day, and then the next day, that's the next year. Have a bunch of fun, too. Richest blessings, my friends. Bye for now.
Harambe! 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 Harambe!
Kwamza, 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 Kwamza. Say happy birthday.